Today we are going to be looking at the Pac-Man Capchara figures, released by Bandai exclusively in their Capsule machines, and most of them are available in Japan, but if you have a local mall like I do that probably has one of these Japanese Bandai machines, there's a chance that they probably have these Pac-Man Capsule figures. Most of the videos I've seen about these guys on YouTube are like from Asia. So now I'm going to be starting the opening. So I'm going to start off with the ghosts, and I'll save Pac-Man for last. So I'll start off with Clyde. Clyde was the only figure I was not able to get, so my mom had to buy him online. Because there are some alternatives to getting these figures. Some eBay sellers are selling the whole set for like $30 to $50. I'm not going to pay that much for a $3 figure. It's weird about those capsule figures is that for a single dollar, it's like 5 tokens, and these capsule figures cost me like 3 tokens, and Clyde was the only one that I was missing. So here's Clyde. When you open him up, well, actually no, let me look at the copyright date. It says Pac-Man, trademarked, copyright BNEI, which means Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. And yeah, here is Clyde's face, looking a bit dazed out, because that's kind of what his personality is. I hope I can open this. Ah, there we go. So, inside the characters, you have it's not really a checklist, but it shows you it's a set sheet. Has the other characters in the set. It's all in Japanese. And the back has more Japanese. And then it also includes their arms and their base. So yeah, maybe I can do it without the scissors. Their hands don't do anything, but they do. Actually, no, maybe I'll share that part later. So let me just put the part right here, and then the other one. Actually, no, let me just make sure the face goes in properly. And there we go, and you have the base, so Clyde can stand like that, but they stand on their own just fine, so the base isn't really needed. And what's cool about these figures is that they actually have articulation in the arms, so that's pretty cool. So here's Clyde. Now, if you don't want to spend $30 to $50 on the whole set on eBay, there are some other sites that do sell them for cheaper. Like, all 5 of the figures are on sale at BigBadToyStore.com for $28.99, not including shipping. And then there was another website called Simply Toys with a Z, and they're selling these figures separately. They're selling Pac-Man for $10 and the Ghosts for $8. And that's actually where my mom bought that Clyde. So if you don't want the entire set and just want 1 or 2 figures, you can go on Simply Toys to purchase them. Remember, Pac-Man is $10 and the Ghosts are $8. Though if you want the whole set, then Big Bad Toy Store is selling the whole set for $28.99. But if you do have a mall or any place that has any of these Bandai capsule machines, then you're probably just better off just guessing and getting some duplicates. I got like 2 Blinkies and 1 Inky, so I'll just put Clyde right here. Next up, we'll do Pinky. Or actually, there's Pinky. I really love the way Pinky turned out. She looks magnificent. Hold on a second. This one... Wait a minute. Does this mean that... Yeah, Pinky didn't come with this one. Like, does this mean that this Clyde is the Japanese version, while the ones I got in the capsule have this, like, little thing? I hope you can read this. It says 15 and up. Let's see. Distributed... says distributed by Little Buddy LLC. So I guess Little Buddy localized this set. In case if you don't know what Little Buddy is, they're a American company that localizes Japanese products. They're more popular with their American releases of their Cine plushes, like their Cine Nintendo plushes, and I actually do own a Famicom body pillow that was made by Banpresto, but Little Buddy localized that one, so that was neat. So now I'm just gonna open this up. I know some people are already doing reviews on the Pac-Man SH figure arts from Bandai. So, which one does it go? Hold on a second. I kind of hope I'm getting the arm positions right. Pretty sure I am. Here, let me look at Pinky's. Yeah, I'm getting it right. So let me put her cute little face on. Then I can now display her the way I want to. There's the base. Or does it go right here? No, I think it's definitely supposed to go right here. So there's Pinky. She's adorable. I guess I'll start off with Blinky. He's the leader of the ghost. And the most duplicates I got. Not so sure what I'm going to do with the other Blinkies. I might do a giveaway in the future, or might give them to family members. I actually would love to buy more of these figures and give them away to like friends and family members or teachers, because I just think they're really neat. And not a lot of people are talking about them, probably because most of the people probably don't know about these things, because they probably don't have a Bandai, like any like Bandai machines that they could go and find and get them. And not to mention that the Pac-Man figure arts is still... So yeah, so I guess the ones I got out of the machine are localized versions from Little Buddy. I'm just going to jump to that conclusion. And that Clyde I got online is probably the original Japanese. Okay. All I just have to do is put the arms inside the back half, and then put the front half on. And again, you have their stands so you can display them. Stands, but they stand on their own just fine. One thing I really like about these figures is that they're actually based on their character designs from the original Pac-Man game. Like, they're not like toys of like the character sprites, because whenever Namco or any other company that has the license, like anytime they try to nostalgia pander a Pac-Man on us, they would always use, a lot of the merchandise would always be the sprite, the sprite versions of the characters, where the ghosts don't have any expressions, they're all the same, just in different colors. And Pac-Man, it's just like the character sprites. Kind of like how the sealed Pac-Man is. It's just usually a ball with a mouth and eyes. We don't really get a lot of toys of the characters in their, in their artworks and renders. So that's one thing I really like about these figures, especially the ghosts, because I think I wasn't planning on getting Pac-Man, but since I already got Pac-Man out of the machine, I just decided to, have it. So I'm opening up Inky. He is my favorite ghost because I like the color blue and I like his happy expression. I really like it. His happy expression. Okay, here is Inky. Open him up. The localized little buddy thing that isn't a set sheet, unfortunately. I mean, you don't really need the set sheet technically because some of the machines that have them, like show you what characters are in that set. But I mean, the set sheet that that came with my Clyde, I don't know. It's kind of a fun novelty. Wish that was in the American version. Oh well. The back. Raise his arms up. And position his arms. That. Inky was one of the first characters I got, and then I got Blinky, then Pac-Man, and then one extra Blinky, and then I got Pinky from a different machine that was also carrying these figures, because I saw a bunch of not Binkies. I saw a bunch of Pinkies in the back, and so I decided to put in 3 tokens on one of them, and I was able to get a Pinky. And then I went back to the first machine, where I gobbled up all those tokens for, Inky, Blinky, and Pac-Man, hoping to get a Clyde, but sadly I just got another extra Blinky. So yeah, so here's, last but not least, saving the best one for last. Well, I'm not so sure if it is really the best one, but the most unique figure from the set, Pac-Man. I'll use his mouth because it has a lot more space for me to chomp the ceiling wrap open. Okay, so here is Pac-Man. Just open him up. He comes with more things than the other ghosts, because the ghosts came with like their stands as well as their arms, but Pac-Man comes with his arms, as well as his legs, and ew, censor that please, censor that, that's disgusting. I got all the pieces out, so start off with the back. I'll put the legs on first. Yeah, unlike the arms, the legs aren't really sticking on good. Or I guess Pac-Man is a lot more flimsy than the Ghost. That's a shame. Also, also that cuff has some markings on it. I think I can take that off. Oh well, you're probably not gonna notice it anyway, so God, this is gonna be very hard for me to. So now all I have to do is put all of Pac-Man in one piece. I hope I did this right. And now finally his nose. There we go. His legs are pretty short. That's kind of because, you know, they needed to fit him inside his body. But aside from that, a pretty good likeness of Pac-Man. Unlike the Ghosts, who are based on their designs from the original Pac-Man arcade game, Pac-Man's design is based on his modern interpretation from the Pac-Man World games, Pac-Man Versus, and basically all the 3D renders that you see of Pac-Man nowadays. It's kind of like this Mario thing, where whenever Bandai Namco makes renders of Pac-Man, they would always use his modern Pac-Man world design. And if it's the 2D artwork, they would always use Pac-Man's classic design from the original arcade game. Kind of find that interesting. But the Ghosts themselves are more consistent. What's actually interesting about the Ghosts is that originally the Ghosts in the 90s all had finger sleeves. They had 4 fingers, and they were a bit slim. And then in the Pac-Man World era, they were still slim, but they lost their finger sleeves. And they all had unique, differently colored gloves, at least in terms of Inky and Pinky. Clyde still had his red, and Blinky still had his orange. And then in like the late 2010s, they decided to go back to the original designs for the Ghosts. And yeah, so that is the whole entire set. Comment down below who was your favorite in the set. Pac-Man might not be my favorite just because we've seen multiple figures of Pac-Man before, like the Pac-Man model kit from Bandai, as well as the SH Figure Arts Pac-Man figure. I mean, there's already reviews for that Pac-Man figure arts, and let me know if you want me to review the Pac-Man SH Figure Arts when I ever get my hands on it. So yeah, that is basically it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. So, goodbye!